look at that nice hot rod racer he's got. Woohoo, are you ready?
Are we ready?
I think I'm ready, so this is the first time I've been on one of these, so okay.
Let's go knock down some trees.
Knock down some trees, okay. Okay, this is it. It's been nice knowing you, Grace. Okay, I'll follow. I hope. Beautiful property out here. Look at this. He's right on a river. My Uncle Gary has 40 acres here, and it is just beautiful. Yes, sir.
I lit a fire to this field to burn it down in the fall.
Oh.
And look at what we did to that nice
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it's going to die.
That's a shame.
It's about 15 years ago, though.
Yes,
That
it's
happened.
it's still trying.
Yeah.
The redwoods, the last fire at one of the redwood parks was 100 years ago, and you can see where it was all burnt, and there's like these holes in them, and they're still living.
No kidding. You said you guys should know better. You should clean all the underbrush in the whole wood.
With the president of Finland, and he said we have a much different. We're a forest nation. He called it a forest nation, and they spend a lot of time on raking and cleaning and doing things, and they don't have any problem. Every year, I get the call: California's burning. California's burning.
We need to do raking. Raking is the key. Yeah, oh, sure. Don't you know?
This farmer found this rock, and he put it on a road ditch, so to speak, and somebody stole the rock.
Oh!
And they set it up in Red Lake Falls in kind of like a gazebo. And this farmer here was driving through Red Lake Falls. There's my damn rock!
Wow, like that.
And so he got his rock back. He talked to the sheriff's department and I got his rock back. Okay, now, I used to work a lot on that machine right there. We'll drive right beside it and you'll see how big it is.
Oh my goodness. Look at that. So he was a diesel mechanic in his career. He normally worked at Crookston, about 30 miles away here from Brooks. And look at that machine, gosh.
You want to get up there in the cab?
I'm a girl.
Okay.
Now, actually,
Is this?
I'll catch you on the first bounce.
okay.
No, this is the first one.
It has this nice handrail, that helps.
That helps. Yeah, we'll hop aboard.
Work did you have to put in the background?
Let's see what we got here.
I'm driving.
Quite a bit.
Okay, is she a woman backseat driver? No, she's a front seat driver here.
Oh my God, look at the controls.
Look at the window space you got in this puppy.
What a view.
Man, this is so nice. Look at that control panel. Beauty. Well, if you'd like it, make an offer. You know, you got to start somewhere. Two-seater, that's nice.
Can we turn it into a new RV? Where do we put
What do you mean? This is a new RV, yes. What do you think it does, Grace?
Shirks that only needs one.
I have no idea.
The answer is anything you want. Have you gone through that manual yet?
Yes, and I know how to drive.
Yeah, I see the silt.
Look at this.
Yes.
That's the calf.
Oh, it's a baby car.
As big as they are, they haven't come to maturity yet.
Yeah. How about this one over here, like with the silt on it? They're a little further along, aren't
Well,
they?
they'll all have, yeah. I seen. There's one new.
Oh yeah. In fact, right behind you, look at that one's got quite a bit of silt on it.
Oh yeah.
Which one?
Right here. Right behind you.
This one?
Yeah. Looks pretty good.
There should be some milk now from it.
Oh, it's like
Isn't that cute?
It's a
Isn't that cute?
Whoa,
that
whoa,
little
whoa, whoa, whoa,
baby?
wait.
It's a baby ear of corn.
Hold that bottom.
Hey, quit pulling on its hair.
That's what I'm, look at this,
Oh,
guys. I got some hair again.
Oh, you know, they sell that for salad, little baby cubs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Like this though, this would be no good to eat at all, would it?
No? Oh,
So,
wow, yeah.
this is about a quarter section we're looking at here. Over 100
I imagine
acres.
it's a quarter section of corn, yeah. If you look way down to them trees, that's a mile.
Oh, wow, yeah. You see down there where the
Yeah,
tree
that'd
is,
be-
down there by
that'd
the
be a
clouds,
full-
that's a mile there.
Full section.
A full section. I'm just curious, is this the Sioux line?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if this is the one my grandpa used to work on.
Oh, it is.
It is? I thought
It
so.
goes straight into Oakley.
Yeah, I thought it's one of my guess.
That's
Oakley's
as far
there.
as it goes now, that's the end of it.
Oh, okay.
To go to trail,
Right.
it doesn't go that far.
Uh-huh. Interesting. Well, thank you for that. Just saying, this brown pile here, when it gets brown like that, that means it's been infested by Roundup. 190th Street and 250 something Avenue in this big section here, and the one over here. It used to be all woods like what you're seeing over there, but it's all been taken down for crop production. And I think Gary is going to explain us the consequence of that. So here we go. Hey, here we got a section that's still got the trees on it. All the big ones of all the virgin forest has all been knocked down many years ago, back, 70, 80 years ago when my father was a boy.
It's changed to me so much. This is all woods in through here.
But generally, when it was acquired from the government, 1850s, whenever, the idea is that you would improve the property, right? I don't know if you were given a quarter section or what you were given.
That's exactly what it was. There'd be 4 farmers on a section, you know, and I mean, they had all woods to start out with, and they maybe 5 acres a day, 10 acres a day, with the horse and one bottom plow, and this and that. Look at the way that excavator scratched up all them rocks. They're just all scratched up compared to looking over there.
Right, not scratched at all.
What type of rocks are they?
They're junk rocks from in the field that they had won from all of their time up until now. They were worthless, and now they're gold because they're using them for these flooded rivers that we never used to have.
Right.
You know, I mean, the outside bank in Crookston, for instance, right through town, it's full of this and bigger than these. And the DNR or whoever, I imagine they'll go for $20 a yard. Well, how many of them can you put in a cubic yard?
Not too many, yeah.
Not very many.
No.
So they're really worth good money now. And it used to be there was rock piles in the fields all over, even from the old farmers hitting rocks with the horses.
Oh yeah, what a mess.
And they'd made a pile. Well, this guy here that owns this stuff, he's looking for all these rock piles.
Yes.
Because he knows how to turn a buck on that deal. You know.
But
A lot of
boy,
farmers will give them. If you want to go pick them up, they're yours.
yeah. On the other hand, I guess he owns these. He's eventually got them paid for. But this would be what, $250,000 or more for each one of these?
That machine?
Yeah.
Oh, that machine is over $500,000.
Half now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All this stuff has just gone nuts.
Yeah.
You know, like these combines, they're on 400,000, and then that's just a combine. Then you got to buy 2 headers for that combine, one for corn and one for beans and wheat, and each one of them headers is 150,000 each. They're more than 150. They were when I was there.
So when corn on the cob is 25 cents an ear in the store, that's really a deal, isn't it?
Yeah. We bitch, you know.
Inflation.
We like to bitch.
Yeah, we do. I agree.
These are just a big excavator.
Excavator, yeah. Yeah. I worked for this outfit too. I worked on those things a lot too. They were kind of my favorite machine to work on.
Because you're just comfortable with them? Or they're
Well, I mean, there's some machines you hate working on them because they're hateful to work on.
I see. Yeah, just hard to work on. But this
These
was
here-
designed well, apparently.
These here, they weren't bad, you know. I mean, everything except the one side of the engine was good to work on.
But you would do the hydraulics also?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. This machine's quite old now. You know, it's still a very, very good, very strong machine. Yeah, this machine weighs 50 ton, 100,000 pounds. That machine is over $500,000.
Half now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All this stuff, it's just gone nuts.
Yeah.
You know, like these combines, they're on 400,000, and then that's just a combine. Then you got to buy 2 headers for that combine, one for corn and one for beans and wheat, and each one of them headers is 150,000 each. They're more than 150. They were when I was there.
So another final question, I think for now anyway, is that water. Now, I mean, it's land around here is flat, but yet you somehow have a stream that goes through your property, and there are ponds. Where does this water come from?
I forgot to tell you about that. All this land to the south here was all swamp.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw a little section.
we
there.
saw
you?
some,
Swamp
little,
area,
but not
yeah,
much.
Just a tiny one.
They have piled it, so it's great land, because most of the time swamp will have what they call loam. Loam is your very best soil. And first of all, the plant dies, and then it makes
Decays.
it decays, yeah, and then it turns to real black soil.
Yeah.
So the story right here is this road had just been there never used to be any road here, but this road was kind of a path, and there's a pretty nice buck right out there, and I thought I shot him in the head. And Sue and Luke is 3 years old and Lori was 4 years old, and I get out there and I'm going to drag the buck back, and the buck wants to get up. And so I'm holding on to his horns and I'm hollering at Sue. I said, bring a knife. I needed to stab him to, you know, bleed him out. So
yeah.
he'd go,
Yeah.
So because I didn't have my gun, I walked out
Right.
there.
Uh-huh.
And Sue comes with a kind of a butter knife from the glove compartment, and I had a heck of a time. And then I said, I'm all in. I said, Sue, you got to help me drag this thing. Well, look at how steep this ditch is. Oh, I'll tell you what, we had a heck of a time to get that thing up. Okay, so the rest of the story is, and I mean, them kids are crying, you know, they're scared
sure.
now.
Yes, yeah. It was traumatic.
And with me, there, you know, I don't remember if, I think Sue shined the spotlight at me in the dark, you know.
Oh, it's dark now.
Oh, it's dark.
Oh,
I'm shooting
no.
this
Oh, gosh.
for the meat.
Yes.
For the meat. Okay, so anyway, I don't remember if it was 1 or 2 days later. The bank was giving us a free family picture. Yeah, for Christmas. So we had to go into Oakley, all dressed up with the kids, and go and So anyway, on the way into Oakley, I said to Sue, I said, well, good thing we got our deer, because we can't shoot no deer tonight. The game wardens are flying in the air. And when we got in front of that photographer, he was from Montana, and he's getting our little kids all happied up, you know, for this picture. And Luke says, Dad says we can't shoot no deer tonight. He says, what? He says, Luke says, Dad said that there's airplanes in the air, so we can't shoot no deer tonight. the guy, the photographer, he says, he told me, he says, you better put a lid on that kid.
That's funny. Like Ian is now, right? About the same age.
Yeah, it'd be the same. And ask Sue about that. She'll give you
That's a good
version,
one.
but
Oh boy. Alfalfa?
wheat.
Oh!
Beautiful wheat. Look at that.
So here's what the combine does. And it's just too early yet. Oh, I love eating wheat like this, wheat kernels. But see, the combine just busts it all up, and the chaff goes out the ass end of the combine, like I was saying. And you have just got these. The combine even gets rid of the stems. Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Every time you eat
That-
a piece of
this
bread,
is-
do
And you can
around?
smell it from a mile away.
This is really, really nice looking wheat.
Yes.
Nice big kernels, and they're long. You know, I mean, they're 3.5 inches long. You can taste them, but you're getting the hull there too.
Yeah.
You know, the hull is still, the inside of the hull now is just milk.
Yeah, there isn't
You know, they
much
call
there
it-
yet.
They're in their milk stage.
Right.
And eventually that milk will turn hard, and that's the kernel, the seed.
Yeah, there's not much there yet.
No, there's nothing.
Oh boy, what's he getting us into here? I'm not sure what's going on here, but he looks like he knows what he's doing, but I suspect he's following him, but I hope it's not too deep. I think he expects us to come. Okay, well. No. Well, that's good news. Yeah, a little deep there. Should we go back the same way? I think so. Don't let it fall on you if it goes over.
Like a boss.
Look at those clouds, honey. Rain's coming. Hey, kitty, kitty.
That? I proved you.
Look at how much I took. Oh, this thing's kind of strong.
So soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
Look at that.
And
Wow. Talk about
Yeah, it's not doing
rich
very
soil.
good.
oh, those are baby
Yeah,
potatoes.
clean
Look at,
it up and chew on them. They'll be just great. But look at here. Grace, look at here.
oh yeah, there'll be a whole bunch there.
Yeah. Yeah, they're getting close.
So they're baby reds?
Yep.
Oh,
No,
there's the bigger
no.
one.
These they can get this big. You know, they can get just huge.
How do you know when they're ready?
Well, you don't care. You know, you start eating now and have fresh potatoes and just keep on, you know. Yeah. Where are you big ones?
Wow.
No, there's no big one. Oh, yeah, here's one that's
Oh!
bigger. The best place to keep garlic is underneath your bed.
Really?
For some, I was told that, and it really works. You can
Huh.
keep garlic for a year
Yeah.
if it's been dried right. I dry it in that overhang in the back end of the barn there, you know. You keep the whole plant together, the scape and everything on top, and let it dry for a month, and then you reseed in that in a month.
Oh, so it's not ready until it gets dried?
Well, it won't keep. it's ready right
Mhm.
now. I mean, yeah, it's ready and it's
Yeah.
green.
Yeah, I could take some
But
potatoes and
it's
some
the same
onion and some
thing.
I think it's
garlic.
like pears, honey. You know, if you get pears when they're still green or whatever, if you put them in a paper bag where it doesn't get the light to them, they're going to do fine.
You see now, if this was to keep, you would have to dry up some of these outside skins, and the Mexicans like to put them on the cement and let the sun beat down on that cement. That's the way they like to do it with onions. Merle and Alice used to bring me onions every year, you
And
know.
you can just cook those as they are now?
Oh, sure, yeah.
So yeah, I'll just take some potatoes and some onion and some garlic, and then I have a little Instapot that I will cook them in.
Or just eat them as is. And your name is Liam. And your name is Harmony. Can you say Harmony?
Harmony.
Yeah, you guys are great.
Who's driving? Oh, watch where you're going. Look where you're gonna have an accident.
My dad gave Merle and Alice this side here. So all of this land here.
Uh-huh. Was it paved back in those days?
Nope, I remember this being gravel, and there was a hole. You see where the dip is right here?
Yes, oh yes.
Yeah, people would get stuck here, and then they'd come to our house, and Dad would get the tractor started and come and pull them out of this hole. And then, yeah.
So it had a right-of-way then, even though he owned both sides of it. This was a right-of-way for public use.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So when he inherited the property from his father, was that the same amount of land that was owned by his pa?
That I don't know. I think it was just always 1/4.
Okay.
Now look at, our barn was right here.
Oh, wow, this far back.
Yeah, I mean, you can't hardly recognize, I can't hardly recognize the
that
place
was-
anymore. These trees weren't here. And this was the old granary. And there's
right
the
here was
house
the
I
granary.
grew up in.
There it is. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. There's the garage, I guess, back there. Where
There's the garage.
Your dad used to have his Buick back in there.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
And there used to be, wasn't it a garden over here to the left?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And on the other side of that pickup was the garden.
Oh, okay.
And that's where the long raspberry patch was.
Uh-huh, right.
And then the river is right down there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get all these cars
Gary.
out of here.
Where was the spot where we blow up the beaver dams when we got the
No.
dynamite? It was
Oh,
right
no,
through over this.
No, that was further
Right through here.
to the south here.
Uh-huh.
No, we never blew up a beaver dam on the river.
No, I'm just saying, you know, we put it in a tree or things like
See,
that.
these trees, I don't know who planted them.
Yeah.
And then Grandma had flowers on the west side of the house there.
Yes.
In a little flower garden.
Oh, why? For some reason, I just remember this being taller because I knew you were upstairs, but it was like, and your mom having to carry down the sweet pot before you had plumbing. I guess it
You
when
remember
was
that?
Oh yeah, when was it you got plumbing here, if at all?
When I was about probably 4 years old, and then I come home from first grade one day, and Mom had a brand new chest type freezer in the kitchen, and that's right here at this end.
Right.
And as soon as I walked in the door, she says, "I don't want a scratch on this thing. If I ever see a scratch on this thing, I'm going to beat you," she said. Oh, she was so proud of that thing because that was really going to cut down on her canning. You know, and in the fall now, at this time of year, when you're canning so much, the heat in the house, they always canned inside the house.
Yeah.
And the poor women, no air conditioning,
Right.
no matter what kind of heat it was.
I want to see where the chimney is, where your sister's bedroom was, and she'd smoke.
Yeah.
28,869, 270th Street.
And there's Merle's house that he moved in.
Yeah.
They moved that house from over where I live now real close to where I live.
Yes.
They moved that house here.
I can't imagine moving a
And
house.
Merle at, I don't know what it was, 21, 22 years old, built really nice cupboards in the kitchen. He tore the old junk out and built brand new cupboards, and they look good.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean,
Having the nest nice for Alice.
Merle, man, the stuff that he'd take on, I mean, you know, I don't know where he learned how to make cupboards, you know.
Right.
And I started working in my high school days for this farmer here.
Okay.
And I started at 60 cents an hour, and he said, I'll give you a dime raise every year. And by the time I'm a senior, so I'm making 40 cents more, and I'm making $1 an hour. And then I started realizing, hey, this ain't cutting it.
No.
You know, the inflation,
Right.
a dime
Yeah.
raise, you know, and so I told him, I said, I'm going to go to work for a carpenter. I said, I'm going to be making a little better than that. Yeah, I mean, that's just the way
Yeah,
it
that's the way
was.
it was. Right.
Yeah. He was really a good guy to work for, though. I mean, he taught me a lot of stuff. They're very mechanically and
Well, that's worth something as an apprentice then.
Swenson, Ray Swenson.
Oh, okay. Swenson, I knew that name. Yeah.
And I caught many fish here at this. This used to be a bridge. I mean, now it's all growed up. It don't look the same at all.
No. No, it doesn't.
Where the heck's the
Oh, there
river?
was a
Oh,
river?
right up
Well,
here.
probably where all these trees are, somewhere in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no more bridge here. They put a big culvert in, but I caught many fish.
Oh,
right here.
there's the.
And I mean,
yeah,
look
you can
at what
see
you
it.
see now.
Right.
Just
Man.
nothing but weeds
Just a
in the
pond.
middle of the river.
Yeah. Huh. How life changes.
Yeah, and then the beaver dam, Mike, was right up there,
Okay.
and that's where we blew that.
But that was
I don't
must have been
remember
the
you
end of your
being with
property.
me on a beaver dam blow up.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, you weren't.
No, we just said when we went to the hardware store that was why we needed some.
No, but I showed you how to split a tree one time. I drilled a hole in
Right.
a tree.
That's the one in the back. Yeah.
Yeah, in the back of it. They didn't buy fertilizer in them years. They spread manure on the land, and then they kept it black all summer to really keep the weeds down.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next year, then they'd put that in, and then maybe they'd tear up part of the alfalfa field and put that in. A lot of flax. Flax really like to grow in fresh soil for some reason, soil that hadn't been cropped.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's no more flax grown.
What did you guys have? Like about 10 Holsteins?
Usually you milked 6 to 8 cows.
That's what I thought.
I mean, that's all that
Yeah.
the family could, because they milked by hand.
Right.
I mean, geez, you know, I thought about that a few days ago. What a laborious thing
Yeah.
to pull tits.
Yeah.
You know, a tit would dry out, then you'd have to grab another one. You'd
Mhm.
have 2 in your hand, and they would dry out, like I say, and then you'd have to grab 2 more. And it was
Yeah, and your sister said that your mom was the best. Your father was never as good
Yep,
as
yep.
your mom.
yeah, he just didn't want to. He had big fat hands. He just didn't want to do it either.
Oh, then there was that. Sure.
Did your mother say she ever milked?
I don't recall her ever saying that. No.
She told me that she was always treated like a girl.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so she didn't have to do a lot of the hard
Yeah.
work.
And
City of Oakley. That's their water tower, baby.
This is town.
Established 1910. Population 435.
Do you spell Oakley?
a man by the name of O.K. Lee. His last name was Lee. Oakley. O.K. Lee. And here's the little liquor store.
Ha ha!
And then there was this bowling. There was a bowling alley.
Yes,
here.
remember bowling alley?
Yeah, and that's not here no more. That's a office conglomerate.
Mm-hmm.
And then the locker plant was here.
Okay.
And then there was a grocery store here where this Oakland quilting was.
Right, the grocery store.
And then this green one to the right was the hardware store, Harold Sear and Shirley Sear.
Oh yeah, that was where we went in to get the dynamite. I mean, didn't hate it here. We had to go out of the city limits where they stored it, but that's where we paid for it.
This is the bank, hooked up with a big bank in Thief River.
Okay.
And this was the Melby grocery store also.
Oh, okay.
2 grocery stores. And then this was a gas station here.
Yes.
And then this here little building with the
look at that mural. That's
with the
so
mural
cute.
on it.
Yeah, I like
that was
that.
called a farmers club. And all the farmers would come in and play cards. There was spittoons below all the tables. and maybe shake dice. And they had cheeseburgers.
Wow.
Really good hamburgers and cheeseburgers and pizza. And then on the weekend I would clean the place.
Okay.
I had a job of cleaning up the washing the floor.
So would it be just the French, or would the Swedes come in also?
No, from all over.
Okay.
It was
That's nice. So they all got along together.
Yeah, it was quite a few card tables in there. I want to say like maybe 8 of them. And then this is your grandpa's,
Yes.
railroad right here. Oh, I'll bring you by that old house.
Yeah, I hope so. It's totally different.
Looks pretty
Holy
good.
smoke, yeah.
Updated. This is where the Nitzler?
Yep.
Wow.
This is where.
But the roof line, it wasn't like this. This is kind of nice what they did. It's different, but yeah, I slept upstairs there. You can see the second story. And of course, they, like your house, they all have cellars down beneath.
Yeah.
It wasn't a game room or anything like that, just like yours was good for mostly storage, your pantry, and keep things cold.
Was really bad. I mean, it was just a dirt.
It was dirt, yeah.
Basement, and all the canning goods were kept down there, and people would come over. If you had company coming over, you'd offer them 1 beer. Would you like a beer? And the neighbors or whatever, would you have a beer? And it was warm beer, that was kept in the basement.
Right. Glad somebody's making the best of it there from my years of memories.
Yeah. I mean, it beyond what your eyes see, it really shakes up memories, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I mean, it shakes, it really focuses on bringing you back to that age class that you were,
Well, like the family reunion when we got out on the side there and had pictures taken and play with all the cousins. It's good to be back in Oakley and see the memories here. In our state, probably more so than yours, is that, well, even if it was county, there'd be posted signs because they'd worry about somebody getting hurt or drowning, and then they would get lawsuits, but they don't seem to hassle it.
Yeah, I don't understand it here. I mean, you would think they'd have the gate on here, but
look at that. Just says not responsible for accidents.
Yeah.
Well, how about that?
They
That
get by
settles
with
it.
that, I guess.
I guess so.
You're okay, but that don't cut it a lot of places.
No, but I guess probably the average person around here doesn't like to spend a lot of money on lawyers, which is good. Thank God for that.
That's probably the whole thing of it right there.
Yeah.
This is all the gravel they pull out of it?
Yeah, they just
that's
keep on
the
out.
gravel there
I don't know.
for roads and things, but look at how big it is now.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Way bigger than it used to
What
be.
do you think it is? How deep? You think it's 20 feet?
Some of it is 20.
Yeah, that's like probably as big as Spring Lake, honey.
But I heard
Yes.
that there's not much gravel left here. I don't know.
Oh,
Well, they'll still use this for a stockpile area.
Yes, it would.
They'll move it to here from somewhere else, and then it'll be close by if they need it.
You get in there, it's deep.
It's pretty deep, yeah. It's not like a sandy beach or something
So
there.
you don't wade in.
Not really.
You go in, you're in.
There may be some spots where people know that they might be, doesn't go quite so quickly, but This looks like the Badlands almost
Yeah.
here. It doesn't, with the erosion.
But you know, what you seen of the Badlands, you know, where you just came from,
Right.
to me that's still not as ugly as South Dakota's. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
we've
think
been to
they're
South
beautiful.
Dakota, the Badlands.
Man, that
yeah.
is something, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it's just straight down craters.
yeah.
My mother's maiden name was Lambert.
Exactly.
Did you ever get a chance to know her?
No, my mother?
No, your grandma.
Lambert.
Oh yeah, I knew my grandma. She was always smiley, real short woman, you know.
Yes, I've seen the pictures. I've heard about her, but I don't remember her.
When I was 16, you know, and then some of the guys, I never courted girls as much when I was that age, but I mean, everybody had a 56, 57 Chevrolet or Ford, some real hot cars, and all we'd do on Saturday night would be go up and down the street, up and down the street at 5 miles an hour.
But yeah, those were good times.
I once thought I was ahead, thought that I could raise the dead, never changed my way to be, never met a smile from me. I once thought it was the end, and I saw much more than I could ever hope to see. I got you, don't worry about. I got you, don't worry about. I got you, you got nothing to lose. Don't worry about. I got you. Don't worry about. I got you. You're gonna figure it out. But I know you'll bloom in time.
Au revoir.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Let's go knock down some trees.
Knock down some trees.